What is up, everybody? You know who this is. This is Jason the Baptist, Jason the Messiah, he who was holy, the one and motherfucking only, just Jason from Hustle Hard. I'm gonna do a little video today. It's gonna be a little bit different than what we normally do. Normally, we like to focus on the self-help, the self-improvement, and the self-betterment, etc. Which I'm all about. You all know me out there, okay? But it's come to my attention lately in a lot of different ways that the topic I want to go over today for a little bit is something that we really need to discuss because whether we realize it or not, it affects us all, okay? And so today's topic is actually going to be free speech. And let's be real. Free speech is something that we take for granted in this country. 100%. We don't think twice about it. The fact that a good example right now is Russia. If you are a journalist in Russia right now and you say anything against the government, anything that's against the war in Ukraine, whatever, 15 years in prison. And you don't want to go to their fucking prisons. Their prisons are gulags and hellholes and shit like that, you know. I've seen their prisons on TV. You don't want to be there. But that's what happens in those countries. That's what the lack of free speech means, is you go to some hellhole prison where you may or may never be seen from again, okay? Now, it's just a lot of people in America will talk shit. We know this. Everybody's like, "Oh, America this, America that. You're taking this right, that right." But this is something that's actually happening, and it's happening in a lot of different ways, you know. And it like, for example, like today, I'm gonna do this. I'll probably say some shit that could probably lead me to get blacklisted, even. You know what I mean? Just because I'm talking about free speech. You know, and it's very easy to become blacklisted in today's society because of because of free speech. But what is free speech? You know, I mean, free speech for us was originally designed so we could basically talk shit about the government. Today, every single person in the fucking country thinks that their feelings are getting fucking hurt. Whatever, right? Sorry about the camera work there. Like, their feelings are getting fucking hurt. And everybody's all bitching and whining about their feelings being marginalized, etc. And this has made me want to look at the state of free speech. And something that happened recently is the American ACLU, the American Civil Liberties Union, the former protectors, as far as I'm concerned, of free speech in America, has decided that now they will look case by case at free speech claims and decide whether these claims of free speech marginalized any so-called marginalized groups. This is fucking bullshit. Because here's the thing. The ACLU used to basically, they watched out, they would go, it didn't matter if you were a fucking Nazi. If you had Nazi speech and you were wanting to be out there and doing your hate speech, they would help you because it was your free speech, your right to do so. Same thing, if you were on the opposite side group and say you were like, you wanted to go out there and say how you hated the Nazis or whatever, they would help you because free speech, that's what they protected. It didn't matter who you were. They protected free speech regardless of the speech. Now, in our current society, if you will, everybody's some part of some special little fucking bitch ass group as far as I'm concerned. And I know that sounds messed up to say it like that, but people have become so sensitive that they can't even handle the concept of free speech. And the ACLU now has fucking joined the ranks of, if I wanted to be, here's the thing, I'm very liberal and I'm very conservative at the same time. I've already heard people, the libs. It isn't just liberals, because we're all allowing this to happen. You see, here's the thing. When we tell somebody, regardless of how fucking much we hate them, that they can't have free speech, we just told ourselves we can't have free speech. And there's the reality of this. The more that you allow Big Brother, if you will, ABCs, whatever, allow the government into the regulation of that speech, the more and more you're going to lose the rights to it. the government never, once they get involved in shit, they never really do it for a good reason, you know? Because believe me, they have the most to gain by getting rid of free speech. And it's that's what free speech is about, though. Free speech is, to me, it's like, here's what I believe free speech is, okay? It's, to me, you know, of course, it's in the Constitution. It's the most important thing. We have the right to free speech. But free speech to me is this, that I can talk to you till I am blue in the face about a topic that makes you want to beat the shit out of me. And then you could do the same to me. Talk to me till you're blue in the face about a topic that makes me want to beat the shit out of you. But the idea of free speech and where free speech comes into play is by allowing us to do this, by allowing me to want to beat the shit out of you and you to beat the shit out of me, we both actually listen to each other. We both hear each other as best we can. And by doing so, what free speech allows us to do is find that middle ground to where we could actually, hopefully, try to work on it from there and try to make some sort of a compromise, you know? That is what free speech is. Free speech is all about compromise, to me. Because if you can say whatever the fuck you want until I want to hit you, and then I can say whatever the fuck I want until I want to hit you, and then together we're going to find a little bit of common ground in the middle, then everything is worth it. But once you take that away, because one group says, oh, well, I feel marginalized, your free speech is making me feel bad because you said something that's anti-gay or anti-Jewish or racist or whatever. I agree. Look, when it comes to like hate speech, you're looking at right now, you're looking at a multiracial Jew. Believe me, I've dealt with plenty of hate speech in my life. And of course I don't like it. But as much as I hate the shit people say, I respect their right to say it. And I want them to do the same, you know? It comes down to the same thing like how I feel about what my neighbors do is what my neighbors do. I don't care. Don't give a shit. My neighbor's got 1 million guns in their house. Don't matter to me. Not my house, not my problem. Free speech is the same thing, okay? So this is what you have to do. You have to respect the rights of the free speech. Here, just, what's up?
What size gloves do you wear?
Extra large.
Extra large?
Sorry about the interruption. So, by doing this, now here's what I'm saying. By allowing, sorry about the interruption.
Nick wants to know if you can do large.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, sorry about the interruption once again. Now, so business, always working. Now, my thing is this. Now, if you take the free speech away from one person, one group, simply because you don't like them, realize that that group is soon going to be you because you're going to say shit that they don't like, you know, and where does it all end? Where does it end? You know, I'll tell you where it ends. Fucking Russia. 15 years in prison for talking shit against the government. Fucking, you're not allowed to talk, say this or say that or say this or say that, or you go to some secret gulag. That's where it ends. We are very, very, very blessed here. Okay? Very blessed to have the right of free speech. Now, this is going to sound kind of rude, and you know what? I just don't care. I do not care. I don't care what group you come from. I do not care if you're gay. I don't care if you're trans. I don't care if you're whatever. I don't care if you're a Hitler fucking sucking fucking Hitler's fucking nutsack Nazi. I don't give a shit if you're black power, brown power, whatever power. Don't give a fuck. Not two shits. Here's the thing. I believe you all have the right to speak your voice. Each and every one of you. Whether I like your voice or not. Don't have to like it. And I have the right to speak my points of view. You don't have to like it. The key is that once you speak your point of view and I speak my point of view, the key is hopefully we will find, and this is what I've said it earlier, hopefully we'll find some common ground to where we can work together. If we take that away, we're all fucked. If we allow one little group, whatever that group might be to able to allow free speech to be hindered because we don't want to hurt somebody's fucking feelings, seriously, free speech should be considered free speech, no fucks given. Okay? That's it. No fucks given. That's what free speech is about. You can't go into, but there are limitations, of course. You can't run into a fucking building like everybody always says this shit. Oh, well, you can't run into a theater and yell fire. Well, no shit. No fucking shit, Sherlock. But I don't know. I'm sure that plenty of the books that I've written, if there was no free speech, they sure as shit wouldn't be out. You wouldn't be able to read them. Some of the best things we've ever read in our lives, you want to be able to read it. I've always said if a book gets banned, you better read it quick because it's probably good, So if you're out there and you're like one of those people that think to yourself like, oh, well, they shouldn't be able to say that. They shouldn't be able to say this. Shouldn't be able to say that. Realize other people don't believe you should be able to say what you're saying. So if you want the right to be able to say what you want to say, respect the rights to what they want to say. You don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to, you could want to punch them in the face, but you got to respect it. Free speech, free speech, free speech. Don't fuck this up. Don't fucking, I'm going to sound like a total asshole. And you know what? In the words, don't liberal it up. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how I feel about that. You could be as liberal as you want to be, and I'm very liberal, but you got to find a few things in life to be conservative about. And I am 100% conservative when it comes to your constitutional right to free speech. And if you have any fucking sense in your damn heads, even if you're the most liberal motherfucker on the planet, you should be in agreeing with me. Because if you don't agree with me, you're going to lose your right to free speech. All right, well, that's my little show for today. It's going to be a little bit shorter. Normally, like I said, we would do our self-help, our self-empowerment, our self-growth, everything like that. And we will do that most likely tomorrow. I'm going to try to get a video up doing that. Until then, I want everybody out there to check out the pages, check out the videos. Please like, subscribe, share, all of that. Do that little thumbs up for fucking YouTube and subscribe. And if you're catching it on Instagram or Facebook, please like, share, then go back to YouTube and subscribe and all of that. I do want to apologize. I decided I'm just going to sell the shirts that I have. I've gotten a couple people hit me up. I'm going to be real with you. I'm not going to do any shirts that aren't local for the moment until these gas prices go down a little bit, because the price of shipping and handling literally doubled. And I don't feel it's right to have to pass that on to you. If you're paying $20 for a shirt and I got to charge you $10 extra for shipping and handling, it's just not fair. But I will get them soon. I promise, once this gas shit goes down and the shipping prices go down, I will be shipping once again, nationwide. Most likely just nationwide. I do a little bit of worldwide stuff, but if you want to talk about shipping, there you go on that. But until then, I'm just going to do them local. And I do apologize to the people that hit me up out there in the internet land, because that's my bad. I didn't foresee the shipping going up so high, so I don't want to charge you $30 for a t-shirt. It's just too fucking much. And otherwise, it's not fiscally responsible for me to do it otherwise. So that being out there, I just want to say once again, like always, as they say in old Canada, peace out. And as they should be saying, because of the awesome show, Letter Kenny, pitter patter, get at her. As they say back in old Miami, hasta luego, dale, ciao. And as I like to say here in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, my adopted hometown that is not so subtle and not so sweet. Everybody, if you want to find me locally here in Las Vegas, come in, get a piercing or anything like that, buy some of my books, You just bullshit with me, get a shirt, whatever. I'm at XS Inc., Eastern Wigwam, Las Vegas, Nevada, okay? Right behind the old Diversity. So hit me up there. Tattoos and piercings, of course. So, like I always say, if you try and you fail, give yourself a high five. Make sure you give yourself that extra pat on the back because most people will never even try at all. So until then, love you all. I will see you soon. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, and I will definitely see you all later. Deuces, and catch me at XS, okay? All right, bye, everybody.